Coming up in tonight's show, Martin's journey, how I've got on this week with my own personal weight loss, another fantastic low-calorie recipe, and this week is a finger-licking crackerjack chicken recipe, a topic to keep you moving as February is Fibre February, what national days we have got to celebrate throughout this week.
There we go.
And finally, a little bit of a taster of what is coming up next week on your Mondays with Martin. So without further ado, it is time for this week's Mondays with Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Good evening, guys. Welcome to Mondays with Martin, episode 5 here. It is the 30th of January. We're just
awesome.
2 days away from February. Yes. Hello, Lindsay. How are you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Nice and early. Nice to see so many of you here so early on. Let's go. Welcome. So how are you doing? I got to wear my glasses today because I got information to read for you today. Happy birthday, Lindsay. Yes, indeed. Happy birthday, Lindsay. Hello, Jackie. Welcome in to Mondays with Martin. The last one of January 2023. Hello, Charmaine as well. Welcome. Jessica coming in with a like. Lindsay coming in with a like. Jackie coming in with a like.
Awesome.
And myself with a share. How are we all doing? So, Mondays with Martin, episode 5. So, a little bit different. So, I pinned a comment this week, and this comment it is a topic then. So what helpful hints topic do you want me to discuss next week? I want you guys to start getting really involved with these Mondays with Martin, and I want to know what topics you want me to discuss. So a recap of what we've done so far in 2023 on the side of topics. So we've done the Happy New Year, low-calorie dinner, lots of chocolates and booze art, and the aftermath of everything. So enjoying my fruit and nut bar. Excellent, because I'm going to come to that today as well. So we've done that, how to get over Christmas and your deep Christmas detox. Then we've also done... Last episode 3, we did mental health. Last week we did coping with celebrations and parties. So those are the kind of things. And then this week's topic is fiber, because it is Fibre February. So those are the kinds of topics that I kind of go through. But I want you guys to get involved here. Let me know in the comments below. You can either reply to the pinned comment, or you can just pop me in the comments. Let me know what type of thing you want me to go through. Holidays abroad. Okay, that's a good one. So... I didn't grab a notepad, so holidays abroad. So then what I'll do, I'm going to note all these down. I'll go back through the comments at the end of it, and we'll make a note of things, and we'll have a look at topics that we can hit going forward with the Mondays with Martin. And each week there will be a pinned topic, something that I want you guys to get involved in, what you want helpful tips with, what recipes you want to see, etc. etc. So, see if these buttons work this week. Nothing much changed there. So, let us see. So, the first topic of today is my journey and how I'm getting on so far. So, those of you remember in episode 1, I told you that I wanted to get down to 11.5 stone. It has been very, very up and down. So with after Christmas, because of stuff going on over Christmas, not being able to see all the family, we have multiple Christmases. Yeah, if that makes sense. So it was very, very up and down with what I was going through. So my weight loss has been up and down. Again, this week, though, I've gained... No. Yes, I have gained £5 this week. However, and this is also going to go into something else a bit later on, I have lost 1/4 inch off my waist this week, and I've gained 1/4 inch on my chest. So I've gained 5. I'm not going to say it's your fault though, because at the end of the day, I've gained £5 this week. But the fact that I've lost 1/4 inch off my waist this week and gained 1/4 inch onto my chest, I'm purely putting this down to the fact I've been a lot more active lately. I've been lifting again. I've been doing more supporting in gymnastics and stuff. So I really do think, and looking at my statistics, it's not a case of think, looking at the statistics of when I do my weigh-in, I've actually gained muscle mass and lost fat this week. So whilst I've gained 5 pound, in seriousness, I actually lost 4 pound of fat, but I've gained 9 pound of muscle. Work that one out. So we can't be massively focused. The point I'm getting to with this bit is we can't be massively focused on the numbers on the scales because everything takes into account and changes. So like I said, this week I've been massively active. I've been going through from some muscle training with my little one, trying to get her upper body muscle strength, her upper body strength better for her gymnastics. And in doing this, it has made me gain more muscle. So whilst I haven't lost weight, I've gained weight, I have changed the dynamics of my body have shifted. So that's always good. Thank you very much for the applause, Jessica. So that's always a good thing. Don't always be overly focused on, excuse me, don't be overly focused on the numbers on the scales. If the numbers on the scales aren't what you were expecting, look at the other things. Look at the inches. Have you lost inches? Have you gained muscle mass? Etc., etc. So I've gone 1/4 inch wider in my chest. I've lost 1/4 inch on my waist. I've gained muscle, but I've lost fat. And that is the aim of this, is to lose fat. Okay? So that is Martin's journey so far. Next, what have I got for you? So, now it's up. I focus on my clothing and how it fits. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So this is the thing. When I weighed this morning, I'm like, but I'm fitting in my smaller clothes again, so I don't understand how that's worked. So then I looked into the details of the muscle mass and the to fat mass and inches. That's when I got to grab the tape measure here. I've got to get my tape measure and get going. Charmaine focuses on Jackie's clothes and how they fit as well, apparently. I don't have my laughter button. It's not working. Damn it. But yes, so that's Mondays. That's Martin's. And it's not Mondays with Martin because we've only just started. Oh, my God. It is one of them flitty days again. So sorry about that. Right. What do you want? Do you want the recipe first? Or do we want the topic first? Maybe we'll do the recipe. We did the recipe first last week, didn't we? First person to comment gets their choice. We get the topic first, or do we do the recipe first? I'll have a drink. Boo-da-boo-da-boo. Jackie says topic. Jessica says recipe. Oh, they're both coming at the same time. Topic. Oh, we got 2 for topic. All right. Sorry, Jessica. We're going to go in for our topic next. So then, the topic this week, it is next month, in 2 days' time, Fibre February. So I do have a little activity for you guys to do, and you can do this throughout February, okay? So basically, the introduction. In this activity, you'll be using nutritional analysis to find out the fiber content of... for this, I'm using a basic bolognese recipe, but for all your recipes, okay? So you'll notice in the description, there is a helpful link for you for today's topic. So after the stream, go back into it, and you'll be able to get the link. And then... so what I want you to do is go use this link. You're going to find out the fiber content of the basic bolognese recipe, and then you will suggest different ways to boost the fiber content of this dish. Fiber is a key part to our balanced, diet. I'm swallowing air here. So fiber is what helps keep our digestion moving. It stops us from clogging up. Too much, and I mean an excessive amount, too much of fiber will clog you up, but you need the right amount of fiber in there. So what the task is with this is you're going to go to Explore Food. The link is in the description. and analyze the basic bolognese recipe by input, or analyze your recipe by inputting each of the ingredients listed, okay, in the correct quantities. When you've entered your ingredients, click View Summary and input the number of portions or the rest for the recipe, and then click Calculate. Print out your results, okay, and then review how much fiber the dish provides per portion, and your goal is to increase the amount of fiber provided by replacing or adding ingredients. Analyze your modified recipe again by using the calculator, and then print out your results, compare your two printouts, and evaluate your success. Describe the changes that you have made and give your reasons. And remember, the recipe needs to be familiar and taste. It needs to be familiar and taste good. So I'm going to click on this link and open it up. And I'm going to give you my screen here. So this is what it looks like, okay? So calculate a recipe, calculate a diet, or continue a project. You can search a project. So you click on calculate a recipe, enter the name of the recipe. So we're going to go for bolognese. Alrighty. So add an ingredient. So we're going to go with ground beef. Sorry, Americans. Minced beef. Minced beef. Okay. Minced beef raw extra lean is what we're going to go for. The weight is, well, I'm using the recipe that I did last week, 200 grams. All right. Then we're going to 260 calories for 200 grams. We're going to add a new ingredient, red onion. No ingredients found. Awesome. Onion. Onions dried, raw, no. Onions fried in lard, onion sauce, onions dried or raw. Right, that dumbass. 40 grams. Pepper. Pepper, black, white pepper, peppers. Yellow raw, 40 grams. Chopped. Okay. Tomatoes. Baked beans canned new. So you see how this is working, yeah? Tomato chutney. Can't find. This is just me being stupid, I think. Canned hold content. Yep. There we go. 200 grams. Then tomato. Puree was 30 grams. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I saw it after. Right. So this is our total dish. Yeah. So total weight is 510 grams. Total calories 450.9. So you can see all your nutritional information here. Yeah. Fiber, total fiber is 11.6. So you want to look at how we can add the fiber. I can't spell. Cognac. Nothing found. Slim. Okay, can't find there's cognac in that. But it's a good tool to use, yeah? And you can save this, you can print it, you can export it, and you can use this for whatever you want. But for today, for the thing we want to do today, you want to look at increasing. How can we increase The fiber, what can we replace? This is your basic bolognese recipe here. Yeah. So this is a fantastic tool. And like I said, the link is in the comments below. All right. So use that. Go ahead. And like I say, the link's in the comments, or if DM me and I'll send you a link to it. But that's something you can use all the time, but increasing your fiber. So, Fiber February. So, this is hashtag Fiber February week. So, I've got an activity pack. And if you guys want a copy, you can look on the packet of noodles for the fiber. You can. And the fiber on the noodles was 4 grams per 100 gram. 4 grams per 100 grams. So, when you put the 200 gram pack in there, it was
awesome.
8 grams in total. Thank you very much for the like, Charming. So I've got a little bit of an activity pack, and I'm going to share the screen again for you. Here we go. So on this little activity pack, and if you want a copy of this and you want to do this, get in there, get me a DM and I'll send it to you. But there's a whole lot of thing here. So pages 3 to 7 provide background information for the teacher. It says teacher. This is kind of like a school pack. Get your kids involved. Pages 8 to 11 provide details about the activities and resources to bring fiber to life in the classroom, it says. But it's a classroom activity. It's something you can do with the kids, but something that is good for you. So what is a dietary fiber? The term dietary fiber refers mostly to a broad group of carbohydrates which are not digested nor absorbed in the small intestine. Foods that are a source of fiber include starchy foods such as bread, potatoes, pasta, rice, and breakfast cereals, fruit and vegetables, and pulses such as red kidney beans or lentils. And different types of dietary fiber provide additional benefits, so consuming a variety of fiber-rich food is recommended. Beans are always really good. Sorry, that does that every time I change scene now. Yeah, so dietary fiber is important for keeping the digestive system healthy. It can increase the bulk of stools and help them to pass through the intestine more quickly. This may help to reduce constipation. It's the best thing. That's what we're after. Because constipation will hinder our weight loss. Yeah. There is also an association between increased dietary fiber intake and a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. So, and colorectal cancer and type 2 diabetes. So there are major health benefits for this. So for anyone aged over the anyone aged 17 and over should be really consuming around about 30 grams of fiber a day. And you need to mix that in your from your vegetables, and try and use as much in your vegetables as possible before you turn to your carbohydrates or your really starchy foods. 19 to 1964-year-olds will, on average, consume 19.7 grams of fiber a day, which is only meeting 9% of the recommended. So we need to try and increase the amount of fiber in everybody's diet, really. As well as drinking plenty of waters. Yep, absolutely. So there's little tasks and stuff to be able to do on here. It's sort of like identifying which food groups. I'll give you my screen again. So identifying which food groups. Let me zoom in a bit for you. So Eat Well Guide. So this is kind of like what you want to be looking at eating in a day. Those of you that are wanting a quicker weight loss, I would probably cut this bit down by a third on your starchier products and increase the vegetable section. You get more bang for your buck when it comes to vegetables anyway, so I would seriously look at increasing that. These are your oil and spreads. And this on a day to day, this is what you're looking for a balanced diet throughout the day. All right. Per day, it says 2,000 calories for a female, 2,500 calories for a male with all the foods and all the drinks. Personally, that I think from my training, now this is a school thing, but from my training, that's wrong. you want to be looking at around about, and this depends on how active you are. If you are moderately active, you want to be looking at 1,500 for a female and 1,800 for a male. That's more than enough, and that will keep you nicely balanced. As we know, look here. This is the Eat Well Guide 2018. So your carbohydrate source: whole grain pastas, baked potatoes, wholemeal bread, oats, brown rice, white bread. I eat around 1,510. Yeah, that's good. That's good. But if you want to lose weight, you need to lower that. You want to come into a deficit, so you want to be lowering that down to about 1,200, Jessica. Fiber or fruit, 80-gram portion of broccoli. So these are really high in fiber. So your broccoli, your carrots, and your red cabbage. Fruits, I have a different take on fruits because the amount of... Well, look at the fiber difference here in per 80 grams. So it's 3 grams of fiber per 80 grams of broccoli. Broccoli is one of the best fiber intakes. Fruits are packed with natural sugars as well, and too many fruits can hinder. It's not bad for you, but it can hinder if you have too much. So it's, again, it goes back to what we've been saying for the last 4 episodes. Is all in moderation. Nuts, pulses, and seeds. Nuts and seeds, again, because of the oily content, whilst they are good in fiber, the oily content of them can hinder you if you're trying to lose weight. So try and stick with these top 3 here. Your red kidney beans, massive. Look at this. Red kidney beans is 9.9 grams of fiber per 120 gram canned. It's a good thing. Chickpeas, canned or dried, 6.5. So those pulses there are really high for you in fiber. I'm just skim reading through all these. So base meals around starchy carbohydrates such as bread, pasta. I'm going to skip that because I don't want you to do that. What I want you to do is base your meals around high fiber vegetables. Then we're going to add in red meats are really good. Chicken, and then we're going to add in a smaller portion of our starchy foods. This is going to fiber veg. Yeah, high fiber veg. Go for your high fiber veg, a low amount of starchy foods, and then your meat. This is going to give you a much better balanced diet. Like I said, this was published in 2018, and we have learned a lot in the dietary world when it comes to a balanced diet compared to what is this now, like 5 years ago. So you want to be looking at your broccolis, your carrots, and your beans. Base that, then add your meat in, and then add a small portion of your starchy foods in. It's going to give you a much more balanced and higher energy diet. It's hard if you base things around the starchy product. If you base things around the starchy products, you're going to start to get an imbalance in your diet. You're going to start to head more towards the carbs. Our body craves carbohydrates. So when you're heavy on the starchy products, you then start the cravings off again. And the more you're craving things, the more you want, the more you're going to eat them, and then you get everything out. Fiber will keep you fuller for longer. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's why our products are so high in fiber and so high in natural goodness. They're high in fiber, they're high in protein, high in vitamins and minerals. It's a slow release energy, whereas carbohydrates is a quick release energy. So carbohydrates, normally if you've just exercised and you drop in, you're going to need them carbs as a quick energy boost, but it's in and out. It's very, very quick, whereas your fiber is going to keep you fuller for longer. It's a slower release energy. And this goes back to what we were saying before, where we're looking at eating little and often, eating 4 times a day, because by the time that is starting to run out, and going back to what we were saying last week about feeling hungry, you got to look at the case of, okay, I could eat, I couldn't eat, am I hungry? Or you're starting to get tiny stomach grumbles, okay, it's time to eat. But by having these high fiber balanced meals 4 times a day, you're going to keep yourself fuller for longer and slow release energy that's going to keep you going through the day. Most people, actually, and then everyone that I know that follows our plans, say they're surprised at how long they can go and how full they're kept on our product. And it is true. It's a fantastic way of doing. We've converted people over that have followed X, Y, and Z diet plans. Then they've tried our plan and gone, oh my God, I can't believe how much energy I'm getting. I can't believe how quickly I'm losing the weight. I can't believe how full I feel after eating them. And this is another big thing, is we overface ourselves a lot. If you only dish yourself up a small amount and eat it, you think, oh, I'm still hungry after that. Just wait 10, 15 minutes. You've probably eaten it too fast. Also in this pack, there's a little board game that you can play with your kids. It's called the Fiber Race, and there's information and stuff on all the different types of fruit and fibers and everything that you can have. So if you want a copy of this, just give me a thing. Yeah, it'll keep you fuller it'll keep you fuller for longer, because your body will process the starchier food quicker because it wants that instant energy, and it will burn off. It will use the energy from it quicker. So you tend to, basically, the reason we feel hungry, it's not a case of feeling fuller for longer as a want. It is more a case of how quickly you're burning the energy that you've consumed. So what happens is, when you're feeling energy depleted, that is when you tend to start feeling hungry again. And the problem with the starchy products is you'll use the energy quick before you've digested all that is in your stomach content. Does that make sense? So this is another reason why we get overfaced quite easy on the high bread contents, high starch contents. Because we'll eat it because we don't feel full, and we'll go back to it. You have a sandwich, let's say half hour later, I'm still hungry, so you go and snack on another sandwich or something. It's just because you're not eating the right stuff. Whereas your fiber and protein is a slow release energy. So it lasts, it keeps your energy going for longer. And I know this because it works when I stick to it. I want to stick to it 100%. Whereas when I've fallen off a little bit, I tend to fall back into the bad routine of your high amount of carbs, your high starch products. And I'm constantly feeling like I need to eat. Yet when I'm 100% on plan, and I mean 100% on plan, and sticking to my plan that I follow, I'm full all day. It's like today, okay? I have my breakfast when I got up. I've had my lunch, and I've just eaten my dinner. I've eaten 3 meals at 200 calories a meal. But they're high in fiber and high in protein. So it's been nice to get through. It's been nice because I haven't been wanting to eat, and I'm still feeling full now. I mean, when I had my dinner, I wasn't really hungry, to be fair. But the only reason I ate it was because I was coming on to do this. So I made sure that I had eaten, you know. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. All right, I've also got a fabulous fiber swap ideas in here. So, for examples, so a way we can increase fiber is by adding fiber-rich vegetables like your broccoli, your carrots. Include salad with your meals rather than increasing the additional stuff. And if you really do need to use your flours and your starchy stuff, change it round for wholemeal and whole wheat rather than the white stuff. It's higher in fiber, but just watch the calorie intake on it. You only need a small amount. Use that link. Definitely use that link that I gave you. All right. That's about all I can give you for fiber without... I haven't really got any more slides and stuff provided today for the fiber guide. I got the answers. If you want to ask me any questions, then hit me up, obviously, and I'll do my best to answer for you.
You're awesome!
Going on, Sir Gareth. Welcome, welcome. I'm nodding. I know you are. Yo, how's it doing, dude? You all right? So now that's that. I'm going to come and revisit everything if you've got any questions. But now what I'm going to do, my hair looks flat. Looks like I'm wearing a hat. So what I'm going to do, sorry, you're so vain. We're going to hit over and it's time for our recipe of the week. Yes, recipe of the week time. Yeah, I'm not too bad, Gary. I'm not too bad, buddy. So the recipe I've got for you is finger-licking, absolutely delicious Cracker Jack chicken. This is a spicy one. This is a warning. I am warning.
Spice alert!
Okay, this is a spicy one, but you can take out some of the spice. You can dial back some of the spice depending on how you want to do this. You could increase one of the products or one of the items in there to make it a bit more of a barbecue flavor. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the recipe of the week. So here we go. This recipe is a finger-licking Cracker Jack chicken using 3 drumsticks. Nice and tasty. Let's get into it. For the coating on this, you are going to need 2 teaspoons of garlic granule, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 2 teaspoons of sage, 1 teaspoon of chili flakes, and 1 teaspoon of onion salt. And then the things that I forgot to take a photo of here, you're also going to need 2 teaspoons of paprika and 1 teaspoon of cracked black pepper. Simply stick all these ingredients in a bowl, mix them together well, and just set it aside for a moment. Alrighty then, so we're going to take our 3 drumsticks here, and we're going to remove the skins. It is quicker and easier if you can buy skinless drumsticks, but I didn't, so this is how we remove the skins. And as you can see, it is quite a tedious task. But there we have it, skins removed and ready for the coating. So take a food bag and put your drumsticks into the bag. Then get your coating mix that we prepared earlier, and we're going to sprinkle that all over inside the bag. Once you've got it in there, give it a good shake, twizzle the top up, and then make sure we rub this really well to make sure it's nice and well coated. And then we're going to set this aside for 5 minutes to really marinate that meat. Now the meat has rested and soaked up all that flavour, we're going to place our drumsticks onto a baking rack, and then we're going to give it a quick squirt of our low-cal spray, and we're going to pop this in the oven for 25 minutes at 180 degrees. Absolutely golden. Now that your chicken's cooked, we're going to serve this with 80 grams of fresh salad or veg, your choice. Pop them on the plate there. Absolutely delicious, and you get all of this for only 203 calories. Go ahead and enjoy. Pop your comments down below. Make sure you give us a follow, and I'll catch you in the next one. Absolutely delicious there, guys. So go and try that, and like I say, you can dial back the spice there if you need to. Just take out some of the chilies and stuff. I'm going to take my glasses off now because I don't need to read anything else other than your comments. You can cut down the chili in there if you need to. It tasted fantastic, Jessica, I'm not gonna lie. And it was fun to make as well. It was, and Charmaine, it was fun to make. So yeah, 203 calories for that. 3 chicken drumsticks, 80 grams salad, absolutely delicious. 5 minutes marinade, and then 25 minutes to cook. I highly recommend going and getting some skinless chicken thighs, because to remove the skin from those 3 was an arduous pain in the backside. So I would definitely opt for the skinless stuff if you can get it. If not, just cut off that chicken skin as best you can. 25 minutes in the oven, absolutely banging, and it was so delicious. Would it be more calories if I used thighs? Marginally, probably take you up to 207. Just check the pack for your calories. See how many thighs are in there. Divide it up by how much is in there. Shouldn't be too much more, but again, take the skin off. Add that skin in on those 3. So that was 203 calories for your salad and the chicken. If I'd have left the skin on, that would have bumped that straight up to 240 calories because there's so much fat and grease in the skin. Just make sure it's skinless. You can always use just chicken breast as well. I just chose to use the chicken thighs. It was delicious. I put a little bit of kitchen paper around the end of the bone and skinless bonus. Yep. It's easy. Very easy. And that recipe is going to be up on our YouTube page. youtube.com/@one-to-one Team Thomas. And that will be available from tomorrow. That goes live. And then this episode is going to be loaded up Wednesday at 5 p.m. But that is my recipe of the week. I came up with that last week. Basically, the reason I came up with that is I was in Lidl and saw... I was in a supermarket. Other supermarkets are available, but I saw them and they were on 50% off. So I bought them and they needed using that day. So I was like, right, what have I got in my spice rack? What can I come up with for a nice, tasty recipe for you guys? And there it is. Yeah. So that looks good. It tasted fantastic. I want you guys to go and try it. Any of our recipes that you guys make, please take a picture of them and stick them up on our page, or tag our page if you can't post to our page. Tag our page in them at one-to-one Team Thomas, and show us off what you have been making. Put a little comment in and let us know how you get on with it. Absolutely fantastic. Yep. Any more comments or questions? Hit me up. I'll have a drink before I move on to the national days of the week. My story was from your advice today. Cool. Yeah, you can use lean pork. You've just got to watch out. You can use anything on that. You just got to watch out for the calories. Just watch the calories. You'll have to check it out when you're done. Yeah, I will do. I will do. I do as well. It makes me, but I like to create things. But the problem is sometimes I get home and then it's like, oh my god, I need to do this and this, and don't have time to create. But next week's going to be another. I love chicken. Chicken's fantastic, high protein source. So next week's going to be another chicken. But I want to do like a steak thing for you guys the week after, because next week is the 6th. And then the week after will be the 13th, which is the day before Valentine's Day. So I'm going to do you a Valentine's meal that week. So it's going to be some kind of steak. Plus, using the air fryer is healthier and quicker. Absolutely agree with you there as well. And we've got kind of like an air fryer mini oven type thing. But just using less oils is a lot healthier for you. Right, so onwards. National Days! So, what the frick have I just knocked over? Ow! I'm here on the mic. Oh my god. National Days of the week. So, and this is going to get a little bit longer because I've actually got stuff to discuss on this. So, on Wednesday, it is there's 3 things going on. So, it's National Dark Chocolate Day, National Girls and Women in Sports Day, and National Freedom Day. So, 3 things here. So, National Dark Chocolate Day. Don't laugh at me when I bang my head. If you are on our plan and having products off us, we have a fantastic, and Jackie mentioned it earlier on, dark chocolate fruit and nut bar. It is gorgeous. So you're going to save them all for your Wednesday this week. Dark chocolate fruit and nut bar for National Dark Chocolate Day. Okay. This one's a bit good. I like this because this next one, girls and women in sports. We're going to celebrate girls and women in sports. And I am surrounded in what I do. I am surrounded by females in sports. So most of you that are watching this live know that I am a gymnastics coach for our local gymnastics team. I'm also the chairperson. So I'm surrounded by females in sport. Our ex-head coach, she was a British champion gymnast. Our director of coaching, she has been coaching for 30 years and has coached British champions. And those of you that know, my daughter is a gymnast. So I am surrounded by women in sports, and it is good to celebrate these women. And there's a lot of controversy at the moment with the way the world is with women in sports and allowing people in sports. But I really want to celebrate, the determination and the effort that we put into this. So that's what Wednesday is about as well, is celebrating women in sports. And also, Wednesday is National Freedom Day. So we're going to celebrate. Yep, Charmaine sailing. Sorry, missed you there. Charmaine doing her sailing. Not at the moment because she's injured herself, but... So yeah, I'm literally surrounded by women in sports, family, friends, and other. National Freedom Day. So freedom, I want you to free yourself from all your bad foodie habits, all your bad dietary habits. If you haven't done already, and let's celebrate the freedom that you feel now that you've lost your weight, lost your inches. I feel I can do so much more. Vanessa's out at a band rehearsal right now, and given her medical condition, it was hard for her to get about, and she now, by losing the 6.5 stone, that's right, 6.5 stone that she has lost, it has given her a bit more freedom. Claire playing football, yes, my stepsister playing football. I'm surrounded by women in sports. So celebrate your freedom and hit us up comments on our page on Wednesday, National Freedom Day, of how you are celebrating. What freedom do you feel, whether it be with your journey or if you're not even on a journey? How are you going to be celebrating National Freedom Day? So Thursday, moving on to the next day. Thursday is National Optimistic Day. Let's stop being pessimistic. Let us be optimistic. So I am very optimistic and stuff because, this week I gained 5 pounds and I'm like, this isn't right. I don't feel like I've gained fat. And I've looked and I was very optimistic about it, and I was right to be so because I have lost inches off of my waist. I've gained muscle. So be optimistic about things. Don't let things get you down. If something happens that's a negative, turn it into a positive. If we think more positive and if we are more optimistic in life, guess what? Freedom from slaving over the cooker by using my products. Yeah. If you're more optimistic and you're more positive in your thinking in life, then more positive and more optimistic things will happen for you. Okay? So, Thursday is Optimistic Day. Friday, I've got a little task for you for this one for Friday. Friday is the day the music died. Okay? So I want you to have a think about a song that you've forgotten about. Now, this is going to be hard for a lot of people because you've forgotten about it, but it'll be there. Think of a song that always makes you feel good, that you've forgotten about. And I want you to play that song and dance around the living room, dance around work if you're listening to it on headphones. But think of long forgotten music that has died, and bring it back to life and use that in your everyday journey. Use that for your exercise. Have a little boogie to it. Have a little dance. And dancing's whatever you want it to be, even if it's just shuffling your feet. But let's bring that back. But also Friday is National Red Day. So wear something red, wear it loud, wear it proud, and make yourself feel good. Go out and find something that is red that you feel good in. I'm really hitting my hands. I've turned into Gordon Ramsay, Jesus. And yeah, so Red Day, and dance around with some music that is long forgotten that you have forgotten about. Last Friday, that is Friday. Saturday is National Homemade Soup Day and National Play Outside Day. So what I'm going to try and do is a soup recipe, which I will release on Friday. So you're going to get an extra recipe this week. I'm going to try and do one of my, but no Swindon shirts. Oh, no Swindon shirts. I'm going to try and do a soup recipe. When I was a kid, my favourite soup to make was carrot soup. It was one of the first things I ever learned to cook. And obviously now being 20 years into chefing, I'm going to be looking at, I've extended this. So I'll probably look at doing sort of like a carrot and coriander soup. But if there's any soups that you fancy me doing, hit me up and I'll see if I can get it made for you. But I'm going to try and do a soup recipe to release on Saturday for Homemade Soup Day. And then it's also National Play Outside Day. So celery soup is my favourite. It's not mine, so you can keep that one. Because I got to eat it. Yeah, celery soup. It's a bit bland. You need to flavour it up. But also, this is going to be very low calorie as well. And very high in nutrition. Play Outside Day. Take a moment to take your kids to the park. Take your kids somewhere. Take football down to the field. And if you ain't got kids, take your husband, girls. Because they don't care. Just go out. It looks like I'm going to be making a celery soup for you two. Go out and play outside. Take your dog for a walk. Take the ball. Go and play. Have a good play outside. And again, take some photos of what you're doing. Hit me up with them with the at one-to-one Team Thomas. Hashtag play outside. That is on Saturday. Not a lot else I can talk about, really, unless you guys want to discuss stuff with me. That is pretty much come to the end. I never had either soup. Oh, wow. So what you're saying, Jessica, is you want me to make both for you, yeah? You want me to do a celery soup recipe and a carrot soup. Carrot and coriander soup. See, the one I used to make was carrot and tomato soup. It was very basic soup that I learnt to make in primary school, and I used to make it for my mum. Can I cook? I'm making soup. Can I cook? Then I got into bolognese, and then when I lived with my mum, when I was an adult, all I ever made was pasta bolognese. Ask my stepdad. He'd be like, is Martin cooking? Oh, for goodness sake, it's pasta bolognese again. You know. I enjoy cooking. That's why I enjoy doing this. I love carrots. Well, my carrot soup's going to be banging. I've got to work out the recipe. And I'll work it out off the top of my head, and then I'll make it for you, and it'll be delicious. Oh, yes, it will. And celery soup, again, I'll work out. I don't like following other people's recipes. I like to make my own because my own normally tend to be better. If I do have to follow a recipe, I will normally change some ingredients. Spicy parsnip. I haven't made that since I had the calf. I used to make that for Christmas in the calf. The only tomato soup I would and still will eat is yours. That's because my tomato soup's to die for. You have to try it. Yeah, so, okay, it looks like I'm going to be doing a carrot soup and a celery soup. And I really do want you guys to go and try the meals that I put out here for you. The recipes are always on our YouTube, which I'm just going to put in the comments. youtube.com/@one-to-one team. I can't spell. Team Thomas. There's our YouTube. All right. Our recipes are always uploaded on there, so you can check our recipes out. And it is really, really cool if you guys can make them, take pictures. One of my followers on my gaming page, he tends to do quite a few of my recipes, and he takes pictures of him making them, a step-by-step picture, and tags us. And it's absolutely fantastic to see what you guys are making. I followed your YouTube channel. Thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. So it's great to see you guys trying them out as well. Mix it up. Carrot and celery together. Yeah, well, to be fair, my carrot soup has celery in it anyway. But you're getting ahead of yourselves now. I'm not giving you the recipe before I've done it. I was wanting to do once a month, the Mondays with Martin, like a live cooking stream, and I still want to do it. But at the moment, the boss is telling me I'm not allowed to buy more cameras because I would be looking at quite a big camera setup. And I'd need a production manager to sit there and help me with it. But Or carrot, spicy parsnip, and celery. Or how about this is why I'm the chef and you're not? No. Anyway, so next week's recipe is going to be chicken. Add celery to my cauliflower soup last week. Love it. Celery is a really good bulker. Do you know what I mean? Next week's recipe, chicken. But I'm not sure what to do with it yet. It is chicken. But I'm not sure whether to do a Chinese chicken. Martin's Chinese chicken. Or do another Mexican-y style chicken. Or an Italian style chicken. So, in the chat right now, what do you want to see? A Chinese chicken next week? Should we do Chinese chicken? Chinese or Mexican. So I've kind of gone with a Mexican flavour this week. I kind of do Italian all the time. Chinese. Chinese chicken. All right. Yes, because I've just come up with the recipe in my head now. I am like the Rain Man of food. Literally, while you guys... Okay, Chinese. While you guys are sat there waiting for the stream delay and that, I've literally just come up with a recipe in my head. So we're going to have some ginger in there, some garlic, some Chinese 5 spice. There'll be some light soy sauce. That's going to make a marinade, which we're going to leave that. We're going to leave the chicken, diced chicken breast in there for about an hour, really. So this is going to be a longer recipe. We're going to leave that in there to really soak in for the hour. Yeah. Okay. I've got it. So, and main topic for next week. Nobody's actually commented what they want to know about. How about we give you a recipe that's high calorie and you make it? Well, I've asked for that. With cauliflower rice. No, Jessica. It's not going to be with cauliflower rice. It's going to be with slim noodles. Slim noodles. High in fiber, high in protein. But cauliflower will be in it. I promise you that. Low calorie, filling, gorgeous. I'm going to aim for it to be around between 200 and 250 calories per serving. There is also, I want to do a calzone at some point, but I'm struggling to get the calories right down on this. It's going to be more like the pizza that I did. I love calzone. Main topic next. I would like a chicken Alfredo low-calorie option. Let me grab a notepad. So, soups for Saturday. Carrot and the celery. Then we're going to do Chinese chicken for next Monday. The following Monday is a Valentine's meal. And I'm going to be looking at doing a 3-course meal for this. Okay. And then the following week, we're going to do... Yes, Jess, low-calorie pizza. Did you miss that episode? Oh, my gosh, you need to go back to my YouTube and look up the low-calorie pizza. Then what was it? Chicken Alfredo. The 13th, so that'll be on the 20th of February. We'll get a chicken Alfredo in. Low-calorie pizza. Yeah, Jess, it's on our YouTube channel, so check that out. Can you use cloud bread to make calzone? Not really. Don't quite work the same. It's pizza base. A calzone is a folded pizza, basically. Kids love making... I love making pizza as well. It's not quite what you think, but it's still gorgeous. There we go. We've got some ideas. This is what I'm on about, getting some ideas going. So we've got recipes now. We didn't get any topics for next week, so I'll talk to Vanessa and we'll get a topic for next week. Vanessa's quite good at giving me my topics. I'm very good at the food side of things. But Vanessa's better. Pancake alternatives. I've got one. When is Pancake Day? So I'll have to do that for Pancake. Okay, when I'm up next, can you show me what? How to make a calzone? Fill half the pizza base up and fold it. On a Tuesday. No, really? Getting ahead of yourself. Let me Google it. Shrove, Tuesday. 21st of February. Ah! So, Pancake Day and Alfredo. Low-calorie pancakes and Alfredo is going to be on the 20th. So that's going to be that's not going to be next week, the week after. It'll be the week after. Episode 8. Because then Shrove Tuesday is the day after. That'll be episode 8. Episode 8, which will be the 20th of February. Recipe will be chicken Alfredo and pancakes. All right. Sorted. Oh, I need to show you how to make cloud bread. Yeah, healthy breakfast options as well. Do you want me to make that the topic? Maybe that's next week's topic. Healthy breakfast options. We are getting going now, kids. This is what I wanted from you all. Yes. All right. Alrighty. Right. Baked beans, mushroom omelette. I'll go through some ideas. I'll do that as a topic next week, as healthy breakfast options for the topic next week. Bosh. Getting really interactive. I'm going to have to extend how many hours I'm here for with you lot now, I tell you. Right. In all seriousness, it is time for me to go. I've got to go and tuck my little one in bed. Jessica, I'm going to go and check out your story in a second. I wish I could get down with beans and mushrooms. You can get down with it. You can get down with it. Alrighty, but for now, guys, I am off. That is the end of Mondays with Martin episode, whatever we're on. 5. You've all been fantastic. Thank you very much for the interaction. It's been amazing this week. Just a quick recap because I put everything away. Hold on, quick recap. So it's 2 days until February. I hope we're all getting on well. 5 of February. Remember everything I've said. You can rewatch this again. Then we've got national days. Dark Chocolate Day, girls or women in sport, females in sport. Freedom Day is on Wednesday. Thursday is Optimist Day. Friday, Day of the Music Died, and Red Day. So make sure we wear something red. And next Saturday, on Saturday, is Homemade Soup Day and Play Outside Day. So make sure you play outside, and I will give you some soup recipes. They will be uploaded on Saturday. And don't forget to go and check out our recipe of this week, which was our crackerjack chicken.
Awesome.
That will be available on our YouTube at 1-to-1 Team Thomas on tomorrow from 12 o'clock. And next week, so we're going to do a Chinese chicken recipe next week. Our topic of the week is going to be healthy breakfast options. And obviously we'll have my journey, how I've got on, and the national days. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much for tuning in. Nick, thank you for the late like. Much appreciation and love to you. If you are tuning in late and you have only just tuned in, you can rewatch this from Wednesday on our YouTube at 1-to-1 Team Thomas, youtube.com/at 1-to-1 Team Thomas. This will be live on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Or you can watch on the hashtag replay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Remember, guys, for a better future, choose you, choose us, and together as one, we can make you healthier. See you next week.